Benji Easel gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Next will be the designated hitter, Austin Leach. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
First pitch, 7-10.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now here's the pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder is on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
The second baseman, Turner King.
So coming to the plate, Turner King, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And now pitch on the way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game. Scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. Here it comes on 1-1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. And a swing and a miss as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
The 2-2 is a called strike 3 on the corner.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Marcus Rogers, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. First pitch coming, here it is. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. 2 out, nobody on. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
3-0 now. Now the pitch. And we'll have the first base runner of the ball game here as that misses, and it's a 2-out walk.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brad Jones, man at first after the 2-out walk. Now a throw over.
No, he's safe.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Rogers leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
And it's fouled away. To 2-2 now. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
3-2, full count. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Coming to the plate now, Spencer Reeder. He brings an average in the 260s into this one. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Here's the 1-0. And he takes a called strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
1-1. Here it is. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Grounded to the right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. David Austin will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, with a guy like him, you're just looking for quality innings. Usually he'll give you 6 or 7, and he keeps the team in the ballgame. And when you think about it, what else do you really want from your starter? He's capable of shutting a team down and dominating, but that's not what's expected of him all the time.
Standing in, Steve Rice. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here it comes. And he lays off there, 1-0. Well, you take a look at our visiting club as they take the field tonight. They came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting to see the energy this team plays with today.
Into the box, Bart Flash. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
0-1 count and the pitch. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now here's the pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's going to beat me.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
when I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
That was a great battle right there. He tried to get him to chase, but he laid off some really tough pitches and got a walk. Got to tip the cap to the batter that time.
Settling in now, Jeffrey Bellamy. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The 1-0 home. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Jones is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Batting fourth, the catcher, Josh Means.
Into the box now, Josh Means. They'll swing it from the left side right here.
Yeah, he's not quite as powerful on the left side. He's certainly not Chipper Jones, who had pop from both sides of the plate. Much more pop hitting right-handed.
And that misses, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 1-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another 1-2. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2. Runner on first with 2 away. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rogers will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Second inning set to go, and here comes the first baseman, Bo Powers.
The first baseman, Powers.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. And the off-speed pitch is taken here. A ball and a strike. 1-1. Fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball. To the plate now, Buford Slugger. As
guess he'll take a changeup here for strike one. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 18 homers and 49 runs batted in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Stepping in now, Franklin Leach. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. No score here as we play inning number 2. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And he struck him out, so a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Bruce Sanders. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Down 1-1.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Back up the middle. He's got it. And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Batting fifth. No left fielder.
So striding in, Joel Sloan. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. Here's the first pitch to him. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Sloan, 30 years of age. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Here's the pitch. foul to the right side, out of play. Another 2-2 offering.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
The 3-2 pitch. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Ready now, Kevin Root. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. It's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll dive back in. Runners on first with 1 down. And again a throw, and the runner back. And he falls behind 0-2. Don't want to forget about it. Working for the punch out and the offering. Again, he sends it out of play. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Now at the plate, Blake Hamby. First things first, here's a throw over, but the runner's back easily. First offering on its way. Two out with a man at first. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short. Slugger will put this one away, and the side is retired. So stepping in, David King. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he fouls this one off. Here's the pitch. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. King, originally from Mississippi, he's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Striding forward now is the DH, Austin Leach. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
The 0-1 delivery. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
A swing and a ground ball to third. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. But fortunately, he'll hold on at first with just a single.
Hey, that's a nice job by the batter right there. Left-handed batter going down the third base line. You don't see that happen too often. A lot of things have to go right. And with the third baseman playing off the line, that's a nice job of that right there.
At the plate, Turner King. This will lay off a slider too low, ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Ball and no strikes. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. 2-1 pitch, a circle change taken for a called strike 2.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
Hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing to make a quality pitch, and the guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Marcus Rogers will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals.
1-1.
Rogers is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brad Jones. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. fouled off. And this one's in the dirt. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. He's set. The 2-2. This is well struck. High and deep toward the left field corner. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Now in the box, Judd, who went 2 for 4 to close out Sunday's series finale.
Number 22.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball? Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Now back. The designated hitter. Steve Rice.
Standing in now, Steve Rice. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Rice, originally from the state of Alabama, is in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments. You don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
The center fielder, number 8, Bart Black.
Ready for another chance. Bart Flash. First pitch on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. The 0-2 delivery. Fly ball into straightaway left. Left fielder giving chase. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
So now to the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy. Hit hard down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball and play hard.
3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
On a rope to the second baseman.
Now batting, the catcher, John Lee.
standing in now with runners in scoring position, Josh Means, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's lifted the other way out to left. Rogers is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. All set for the start of the fourth, and set to go as the switch-hitting outfielder, Spencer Reeder.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
The count now at 2-1. Oh, he just threw that fastball by him. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Sloan has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number one.
The first baseman, number 21, Carl Fowler.
So striding forward now, Bo Powers. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Good slider there, but laid off and called the ball low. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Flash is under this one. 2 gone.
Now back, the shortstop, Buford Slugger.
At the plate, Buford Slugger. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Now the 1-0. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Hit softly on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Digging in to try it again, Bruce Sanders. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Sanders.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Low for ball 1. And this one's on the inside corner, 1-1. The ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Fouled away. 1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. Bounce towards the second baseman. Fielded cleanly, and that's the first out.
Now batting, no left fielder.
Striding into the box, Joel Sloan. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him his first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Strike called. 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Ripped down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Now the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Kevin Root will be next. 3-2 pitch. Hard hit to first. Reined in. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Kevin Root.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Root. First delivery to him on the way. This year against right-handed pitching, Root hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
For the current campaign, Root is slugging a little under the 400 mark, so the chances of his connecting with the ball right here aren't particularly good. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a fly ball. Powers in foul ground. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Another 1-2 delivery. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. All ready to go in the top of the 5th and set to go as the third baseman, Franklin Leach. Here comes the first pitch. Nope. And a ball 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0 home. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Hamby is underneath this one, and he's got it for out number 1.
The catcher, number 8, David King.
Now to the plate, David King. First offering on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And they'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Taken high for a ball that's full now. 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He's got it. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The bat, number 6, designated hitter, Austin Leach.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Austin Leach. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Leach has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Shot toward right center. Hamby is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Blake Hamby.
Number 54.
First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Towards second. Throw just in time, and oh, that was awfully close.
Now that's number 22.
Stepping up now, Judd, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And that one misses upstairs. 2-0. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. King has a play. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Now, boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Steve Rice. Here comes the first pitch. Now the 1-0. Is in there for strike one.
Well, this guy's got it going on right now. He's executing everything. He should feel pretty good. He's retired 7 in a row.
2 out, nobody on. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Full count still. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a changeup couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Ready for another shot now. Bart Flash. And we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. First pitch on its way. A runner on first with 2 away. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Digging in, Turner King.
Leading off for the Hurricanes, the second baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope. Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And it's fouled away. The 1-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. Digging in once again, Marcus Rogers. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Dero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
Into the box now, Brad Jones, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike one. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball, foul down the left side. Runner at first here, one man out. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man.
Yeah, I can hear the crowd murmuring now, wondering if he hit him on purpose. But hey, us pitchers need to be able to throw inside, especially when facing hitters as dangerous as he is. Pretty sure this one just got away from him, and hey, that's part of the game.
Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Mason Payne will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Spencer Reeder will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone. He's set and the pitch. First and second now, one man out. Ball and a strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy two. On to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up, and we still have no score. Riding in once again, Jeffrey Bellamy. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. So far this season, Bellamy brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
Matty, great matchup right here. He's been absolutely hammering right-handed pitching all season long.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but it's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Looped out toward third. No problem here. One away.
Now batting, the catcher, Josh Means.
Now at the plate, Josh Means. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Pitch on the way. Hit hard up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
No, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first two pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Skipper out of the dugout, making the slow trek to the mound. And he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first. And the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Scott Reedy enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with one out in the inning. In now, Bruce Sanders, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. No hits to this point. The 1-0 home. Line drive to left. Rogers is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Now back, left fielder, Joel Sloan.
Now batting, Joel Sloan comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch is a cutter looked at 0-1. Reedy has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself. And this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
1-1 the count. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Seventh inning ready to roll, and stepping in the long ball threat, Bo Powers.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-0. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-1 home. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through into right, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Now batting, the shortstop, Buford Slugger.
Into the box, Buford Slugger, as he'll swing and miss at a first pitch slider at strike 1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Runner going. Pops this one up. Bellamy moving to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now back, third baseman, Franklin Leach.
At the plate, Franklin Leach. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, no balls and a strike. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that two-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
The 1-1 home. He swung on and missed for strike number 2. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. David King stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. Popped him up. Bellamy in foul ground, but that's off the top of the visitor's dugout, out of play. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And he struck him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Last half of the 7th here, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Kevin Root.
Not sure if this is a powerhouse pitching performance by both teams or bad hitting, but as we're moving late into this one, it's about time somebody puts something together to try to score a run.
The cutter runs outside, ball 1. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
And ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one, so they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
At the plate, Blake Hamby. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. In his career, Hamby brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one cut a little too much, a ball and a strike.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood and a broken bat.
Hit on the ground out to short. Scooped up. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now back, number 22.
Now at the plate, Judd. First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
1-1. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Austin Leach. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch popped up. Root over to his left. He's got it 1 away.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? 1 pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
Stepping into the box, Turner King. And the pitch.
0-1's the count.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Sloan will wait on it. And there's the 2nd out of the inning.
The left fielder, number 7, Marcus Rogers.
Striding in, Marcus Rogers. Here's the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-1 pitch. There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. Stepping up to the plate, Steve Rice. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch. It hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, Bart Flash. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1. And a breaking ball is bounced out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now back, the first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Stepping into the box, Jeffrey Bellamy. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Jones is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So here's the cleanup hitter, Brad Jones, who's been hit by a pitch and walked in the game thus far.
Brad Jones.
Here's the first pitch to him. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
A ball and a strike now. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Pops this one up. But this will land untouched. The 1-2. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on it, guys. Check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike one. Bases are empty. One man out. Pulled high in the air out to right field. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Stepping in now, Bo Powers, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, I thought he was going to work around him right here in this situation. But after getting two swinging strikes, there's a change of game plan. I guarantee he's going right after it.
Now the 0-2 pitch.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. And another foul ball. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And that misses ball four, so it's first and second now with only one away.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Chaz Hale will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Digging in now, Buford Slugger. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys were looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Here's the first pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, Devo, to make sure that gets down and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Billy Gant takes over on the mound in a tie ball game. There is one gone here in the top of inning number 9. So now to the plate, Franklin Leach, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. Gant has tossed more than 500 innings at the big league level and hangs an ERA just a little over 3.5. Bases are loaded here, one man out. Fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
He will look at a called third strike, and that go-ahead run has to stay right where it is at third with 2 away now.
The big curveball from strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
David King is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Comes set, the 0-1. Rolled slowly down the first baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. So no runs here on 2 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. On to the bottom of inning number 9. 4, 5, and 6 coming up, and we still have no score. Pepper King is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. All set for the bottom of the 9th, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Josh Means. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 1-0 home. It's on a line to left center, and it's going to fall. The base hit.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap, and he gets to be the hero himself.
Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. Ball's there, and he is out. Good throw.
Well, he tried to turn a single into a double by stealing second on the first pitch, but they were ready for it. Good catch and throw from behind the plate, and it's like that base hit never happened.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Collector number 5, Joel.
Now at the plate, Joel Sloan. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike 1. Cutter low, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. From the windup, the 2-1 pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. skied into straightaway right. Reader will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. We are into extra innings, and digging in is the veteran DH, Austin Leach. The pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. This ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. He got him to chase after a bad one there. 2-2.
Not a spot you expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder giving chase, and no one will track it down. 2-2 one more time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Turner King will be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So digging in now, Turner King. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. Here's the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Pitch out. Nothing doing. In there at the letters, 1-2 now.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
For the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. In now, Marcus Rogers in the dirt, and now let's see. Pitch is in the dirt and knocked down, and he'll make it into second easily with a stolen base. And it's fouled away. The 1-1 pitch. Liner towards second. Oh, and he misses it. Throw goes to third, and he'll be tagged out at third base on a heady play.
Now batting, the center fielder, Brad Jones.
At the plate now, Brad Jones. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. There are 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Comes set, the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You go down 0-2 to a guy with this pitch arsenal, you just got to find a way to shorten up and battle, put something in play.
And he strikes him out here for out number 3, so after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. Stepping in, Kevin Root. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game.
Shortstop, Kevin Root.
Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones is right there, one down.
Now batting, number 54.
Ready once again, Blake Hamby. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Trying to bunt his way aboard, but this will get foul. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit hard on the ground to short. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, number 22.
Digging in, Judd. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Too low, 1-0. Two out, nobody on. One and one.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And that misses, 2-1. Gets the sign, the 2-1. Popped up, back behind second. King is there. And that ends the inning. Cedric Morrow takes the mound to start the 11th inning.
Number 33.
11th inning set to get underway. Digging in is the outfielder, Spencer Reeder. Here comes the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. And the slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0. Lays off and it's 3-0. Morrow, a 32-year-old veteran. He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in. Here it comes on 3-0. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Standing in, Pepper King. Here's the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch. Yanked on the ground down the line. But a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Line hard toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now with still nobody out. At the plate, Buford, slugger, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Stepping in, Franklin Leach. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Hey, you know the pitcher right now, he's looking for that best friend, that double play ball. This is where you have to really be disciplined at the plate and make sure that you get a pitch that's above the knees that you can get in the air.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Slider laid off for a ball. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. David King is on deck. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Well, their chances of pushing across the run took a pretty good hit after that strikeout. It's so much tougher to score a guy from third with 2 outs instead of 1. Basically, you need a hit, or you need to get lucky with a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Standing in now, David King. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. And he bats in a big spot here. Go ahead run at third, 2 men out. The 1-0. High in the air out to center field. Flash is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Steve Rice. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First offering on its way.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you've got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Early, and now it's even at 2-2. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
Wow, we've seen some really impressive pitching in this one. You could say these lineups have been anemic, but I always like to give credit to pitching and defense, and they've been fantastic all game long.
To the plate now, Bart Flash. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Rogers will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jeffrey Bellamy.
Into the box now, Jeffrey Bellamy. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
This is one of the big consequences of playing into extra innings. It's really taxing on your bullpen, and sometimes guys like this have to throw a lot more pitches than they're used to.
Into his windup, the 1-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Shot back up the middle, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
At the plate, Josh Means, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The set and the 1-0. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Throws a cutter right by him to take control, 1-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first. And the runner back easily. Misses, ball 2.
Good job to lay off that 1-2 breaking ball. Put himself right back in this at bat.
Here's the 2-2 pitch.
Well, this has been a good at bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Him on the mound. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. On to the 12th frame in this one, and digging in is the DH, the switch hitter, Austin Leach. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up. But that was a nice job of laying off.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1. Drilled on the ground is short. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. This programming note to pass along. Due to the length of our game tonight, the long-running animated series The Wilkersons will not be seen this evening. Again, no episode of The Wilkersons after the game tonight. Digging in, Turner King. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1.
1-1.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Flash calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
The left fielder, number 7, Marcus Rogers.
In now, Marcus Rogers. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Now a swing and another fly ball here as things are getting busy out there in Central. Flash is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Josh Lee will be summoned here to start the home 12th, and the best case scenario for him is to take us to the 13th. Bottom of the 12th inning now, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Bruce Sanders. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Reeder is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now batting, the left fielder,
So coming to the plate, Joel Sloan. Now here it comes. One out, nobody on. Ball 1.
I know he buried that slider in right there, but that's a dangerous pitch. If he doesn't pot commit and bury that inside, it leaks out over the plate. He can get hurt with that pitch.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. this is line to left. Rogers is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Kevin Root.
Coming to the plate now, Kevin Root. From the stretch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Comes set. The 0-1. High in the air out towards shallow right. Reeder is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. Inning ready to begin. And next, the dangerous power threat, Brad Jones.
Brad Jones.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Line drive to left. And there's your go-ahead base runner right away as this is down for extra bases.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here. Looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Standing in, Spencer Reeder, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Here's the first pitch.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
The 1-0.
Outside, that's the ball.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. To 2-2 now.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. And they'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
The first baseman, number 35.
So a big spot here, and stepping in, Pepper King, and he could very well get the intentional pass here as that would set up a potential double play ball that might keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Easy take there on the sinker, well off the outside. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. And he fouls this one off. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
David Ellis takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Here's the first pitch. Buford Slugger is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1.
Hey, I don't blame him for giving up on that curveball. That was a rainbow coming out of the sky. Stole a strike.
On the ground, up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And he strikes out again, and that's the 5th time he's punched out today. This has certainly not been his game. Settling in now, David King, looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, and this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left, a ball that's carrying, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. And now this crowd finds their club beat. Rob Lee comes in out of the bullpen as he'll finally try to wrap this one up in the bottom of the 13th. Leading off the inning, Blake Canby, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off of closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
This is on the ground over to first. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse. With the manager, does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Judd is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. The 0-1 delivery. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up, and now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second. Into the box, Steve Rice will go to work on getting that tying run home from second. First pitch of the at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reader will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out number 2. Into the box now, Bart Flash, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead, here's the delivery. Now a swing and a fly ball, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Hurricanes will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final.